This LR set is from a course Accelerate. Accelerate is about practice from now till CAT. Every day you get one exercise having 15 QA questions and 3 DILR sets. There will be 75 exercises in all, totaling up to 1125 QA questions and 225 DILR sets. These sets are chosen, the questions are chosen such that they are reasonable difficulty level from an exam point of view, neither very easy nor meaninglessly made very difficult. This is one such set. Now it is only about grouping. It should not be very tough. However, it may confuse one. You'll appreciate all this only when you try it out. So I'm out of the picture, pause it, give it a good shot on your own end. There are 5 questions. Only after you finish all the 5 questions, you continue this video and then compare the way you have solved it and the way it's explained here. Was the solution just a scramble for the answer without having a lot of confidence in them, or was it a very logical flow which led to the answer invariably? That kind of an approach. If you like the selection, like our explanation, details for the Accelerate course, or the link is given in the description below, you can check that out. This set may seem simple, but when you try it, it decently confuses one. Yeah? And one might get quite a few wrong answers, or one might spend a lot of time. So let's see, we have to dispatch 3 teams to 3 destinations: USA for T20 World Cup, Sri Lanka for Asia Cup, China for Asian Games. Both have this word Asia, and that leads to quite some confusion. So you need to be very careful. There are 5 openers and 4 finishers. So there's a destination, there's a cup, there's an opener, there's a finisher, and the players will be divided into groups of 3, and 1 group will be sent to each of the 3 tournaments. The members cannot be common, and then there are certain conditions given here. So we have 3 groups, 1, 2, 3, another group of 3 and another group of 3, and we need to also match it up with the destination and World Cups. Okay, and what about finishers and so on? There must be at least 1 finisher in each group. So we'll start with a finisher, and a finisher, and there are a total of 4 finishers. So there's 1 more finisher left. So that right now all the 3 groups are same. So whether I put them here, it doesn't matter. There is no assignment done of anything. So 1 group will have 4 finishers are done, right? Then 1 group will have 2 finishers, and then obviously the only other left are openers. So what have we come down to? We have come down to 1 group will have 2 finishers and a single opener. The other 2 groups will have 2 openers and 1 finisher each. Now this is important. So something should be very mechanical, and this is my framework that I will start with. Now I'll keep the finishers on the left. The finishers are, who are the finishers? Here they are. So they are Dhoni, Pant, try to keep them in your mind, Shivam and Hardik. And the openers are going to be Kohli, Rohit, Gill, Jaiswal and Ruturaj. Kohli and Jaiswal are attacking openers and must be in the same group. Oh great, Kohli and Jaiswal. So Kohli and Jaiswal, wherever they can't be in the group with 1. So in these we will have Kohli and Jaiswal as a group always. So wherever Kohli and Jaiswal will be, that will be 1 finisher group. Rohit cannot be in the same group as Hardik. So we have some problem with Rohit and Hardik. So just remember Rohit and Hardik. There are some problems with them. Gill and Pant cannot be in the same team. Similarly, we have Gill, who is a opener, and Pant, who is a finisher. So in both the case, we have 1 opener and 1 finisher which have a problem. Gill, Pant, Rohit, Hardik. Wherever Rohit comes, the next point should be Hardik. Wherever Gill comes, the next point should be Pant. Or wherever Pant comes, you should think of Gill next. Neither Gill nor Hardik went for Asian Games. Now, which is an Asian game, we do not know. So we would have to sort of suspend this. We cannot plot it down. Or you can just say Asian Games. Asian Games cannot be Gill, the opener. Okay. Or cannot be Hardik, the finisher. Gill, Pant, Gill, Asian Games, Hardik. Okay. So one from here, they cannot be in the Asian Games. So somewhere just make this in your mind map and then move ahead. Or else I'm again telling you, the set is very easy. You might also say it's topic from grouping. What are we going to learn? So the idea is you try to solve it first. So as soon as I put a question, try to solve it yourself, then continue the video and you'll realize what I'm talking, why it need not be an easy set. So the same things are copied here, just in case I want to go back. So if Kohli is going for T20 World Cup, so let's start. So the framework was well defined for us. So Kohli is going for T20. With Kohli, it necessarily has to be Jaiswal. So the assignment is done, T20 World Cup. Okay, so these are your openers. So this is your finisher. Okay, so we still have one team over here with two finishers. Now I leave them as finisher, opener, opener. Which of them is two finisher, I do not know, so that I can interchange whenever I want. Right now they are interchangeable. One is finisher, finisher, opener. One is finisher, opener, opener. Which is which, I do not know. If Kohli is going, which of the following could be true? One traditional way is take each turn by turn, make it true, okay, and see whether you get an arrangement and a way to do it, meet all the conditions. If it's that, it could be true. That's a little lengthier way, but a very foolproof way. The other is, let's just scan them and see what's happening. From here, can I know anything else? Okay, so one of them has to be now. So let me take this as the Asia Cup and let me take this as the Asian Games. And because Asian Games cannot have Gill or Hardik, so Gill cannot be here, those opener are fixed in, so Gill has to be an opener, has to go in here. Also, Hardik cannot go to Asian Games, but Hardik could go either there or here, we do not know. Okay, so Hardik could go anywhere. So Hardik is the finisher. He could go either in the first or in the second. Okay, so to finisher, which one, I still do not know. Is that all? Okay. Gill and Pant cannot be in the same team. So Gill has to go in Asia Cup, Pant cannot go there. Okay, so if Pant cannot go to this one, Pant can go either in the first or in the last. Okay, so the same idea here we have, Pant, who is a finisher, can either go in the first one or go in the last one. Rohit cannot be in the same group as Hardik. So Hardik is going to be in one of these group, and in that group Rohit cannot be. So just think if then. If Hardik is here, then Rohit will be somewhere here. If Hardik is this finisher, then Rohit cannot be there. Rohit has to be here. Okay, so something I am getting. If Hardik comes here, then Rohit is stuck to just one place, Asian Games. Which is okay. The first two we have already handled. So which of the following could be true? Could Rohit and Ruturaj go in Asian Cups? Oh, can Rohit and Ruturaj both are openers? Can both go in Asian Cup? No, because these two go in T20 World Cup. Rohit, Ruturaj go, that would leave out Gill, and then Gill will have to go to Asian Games. So this means Gill will have to go to Asian Games, which is not allowed. So this cannot be possible. There's no way. Oh, easy one that was. Rohit and Pant are going to Asia Cup. Asia Cup. Rohit and Pant. That is also not possible. Pant cannot go to Asia Cup. Pant has to either go there or here, because Gill has to go to Asia Cup and Gill cannot go with Pant. So Pant going to Asia Cup, this is not possible. This is not possible. So if it's not possible, this cannot be true. Dhoni and Shivam are in the same team. With Dhoni and Shivam, we don't have any conditions. So, but Dhoni and Shivam, if you remember, both are on the left side. Both are finishers. So does one group need two finishers? Can Dhoni and Shivam be there? Right now it doesn't seem any problem. So it could be true. Let's write the last one. Ruturaj and Pant are going for T20 World Cup. Do you have two places for both of them, for Ruturaj and Pant, both of them? No, you don't have two places for both of them, right? Anyway, with Kohli, you have to go Jaiswal, and so there's no place for Ruturaj. There can be only two openers, so this is also not possible. So this was a good start. It did not turn out to be as difficult if you would have done these analysis first. So a start is defined. A team will have a finisher and opener. Another one will also have a finisher, opener, and third one will also. One of them will have two finishers, two of them will have two openers. So which one we don't know. Now if Kohli and Shivam are in the team for Asia Cup, right now they are in a blank state, so I take this as Asia Cup. Kohli and Shivam. Openers I'll write to this side, so wherever Kohli has to be there, Jaiswal also has to be there, and Shivam are in Asia Cup. So with the finishers, Dhoni, Shivam, Pant and Hardik, right? We don't have many conditions, so Shivam is gone over there, right? And this is the team with one finisher. Okay, so good. Which of the following must be true? Must be true. Let's see, again we'll go through eliminating first. If it doesn't get eliminated, then we'll try to make them false. We'll not try to make them true. And if we are successful, that won't be an answer. So Rohit is going for Asian Games. Right now both of these are the same groups. So I'll just mark one of them as T20 World Cup and one as Asian Games. Let's see, before I go here, can I do something? Yes. In Asian Games, we can't have Gill for Asian Games. So if Gill can't be here, so Gill has to be here, one of the opener. Okay. And Hardik also cannot go for Asian Games. Hardik cannot go for Asian Games, so Hardik has to go here, so Hardik has to come here. If Hardik has to go there, Rohit cannot be in the same group as Hardik, so Rohit cannot go there, he has to go here. Rohit is an opener, okay, so we still don't know which one is the two openers. So Rituraj is left, he can go here or he can go here. Wherever he goes, there will be two opener and the other one will have two finishers. Okay, so far so good. Hardik is gone, Dhoni and Pant are left. Okay. Now, which of the following must be true? Rohit is going for Asian Games. So that has to necessarily be true. We have already put that in. So if I want to reason it out again, because Kohli is in Asia Cup, Jaiswal also has to be in Asia Cup. So there are two openers, there can be only one finisher, and that one finisher is Shiva. Because Hardik cannot be in Asian Games, Hardik has to go to T20 World Cup. If Hardik has to go to T20 World Cup, Rohit cannot go to T20 World Cup. Rohit cannot go to Asia Cup. Rohit has to go to Asian Games. Has to necessarily be true. This is my answer. In an exam, I am not going to check the other students. Right now, I am doing the others just to convince you or to show you that the others can be eliminated or so on. Okay, so what did we say? How do we eliminate them? Do I have to make them true? No, try to make them false. Gill is going for Asia Cup. Don't send Gill for Asia Cup. Yeah, this is Gill is going. This is necessarily false. Yeah, it is definitely a false statement. Gill cannot go to Asia Cup. Asia Cup is Kohli and Jaiswal, right? So if it is necessarily false, how can it be true? So this is gone. Ruturaj is going for T20 World Cup. Try to make it false. So let's not send Ruturaj to here. So let's send Ruturaj here to Asian Games. Can Ruturaj and Rohit be together? Yes. And does that really affect something? Now that there are two openers over here, the two finishers over here. So what is the thing that we have? Do we have any problem with Rohit? Pant, Dhoni, there's no problem. With Pant, there was a problem. Now, Gill and Pant cannot be in same. So Pant cannot be with Gill. If Gill goes there, Pant has to come here. Okay, and so this has to be Dhoni. So this all is going fair enough. So can Ruturaj go to T20? Yes, Ruturaj can go to T20. Right? You can run through it again. Kohli, Jaiswal together, Rohit and Hardik in different groups, Gill and Pant in different groups, neither Gill nor Hardik in Asian Games. So this is very possible. This Ruturaj is going to T20 World Cup. It may not be so, and if it may not be so, then it need not be true, right? So this can't be my answer. Dhoni is going for Asian Games. Here we saw Dhoni is not going for Asian Games. Right? Dhoni is going for T20 World Cup. So Dhoni is not going for Asian Games. So this also may not be true. And if it may not be true, then how are we saying that it is necessarily true? So this also can't be my answer. From the earlier questions, our approach is very well defined. We'll have each group one finisher, one opener, one finisher, one opener, and one finisher, one opener. On the left, we will keep the finishers, which are Dhoni, Pant, Shivam, and Hardik. And on the right, we are going to keep our Kohli and Jaiswal have to be together. And then there's Gill, there's Rohit, and Ruturaj. So the data here is if Dhoni is going for T20 World Cup. Now all three are similar, so we can take any one of them. So let's say this is T20 World Cup. Dhoni is a finisher. Dhoni is going for T20 World Cup, and Shivam is going for Asian Cup. These two groups with such notation are still interchangeable. So let's take this as Asian Cup. And so this will be the Asian Games. Now in Asian Cup we have Shivam. So Dhoni is gone, Shivam is gone. Now we're looking at the finishers. We already know that Hardik did not go for Asian Games. So Hardik has not gone here. So Hardik will be going over here somewhere. So this is the group which will have two finishers. So this has to have an opener. Because Hardik cannot come here. This cannot have two finishers. So it has to have two openers. Okay, and if this has two opener, one of them will have a finisher. We don't know where it is going to be. It's okay. So we have reached this stage. And if Hardik is not going to go here, so this has to be Pant. Do we have any link with Pant? Pant and Gill cannot be together. So the Gill has to go somewhere in these two. So either the first or the second. Pant cannot go to Asian Games. Okay, and anyways Pant could not go to Asian Games by 5th also, and Rohit cannot be in the same group as Hardik. So Hardik will go somewhere there. Wherever Hardik goes, Rohit cannot go there. So going to what is the question asking? Which of the following must be false? Okay, so must be false, that is they cannot be true. So try to make them true. Let's see. Rohit is going for Asian Games. As of now, I can have Rohit anywhere. Hardik is going there. It can possible. So it looks possible. I'll have to go into details. Hardik is going for T20 World Cup. Hardik couldn't come here. He could come here. Yes, this is also possible. Right, so if it is possible, it will become true, and if it becomes true, it is not necessarily false. Okay, so this also unlikely. There's exactly one opener, and here the emphasis is on the word here for T20. Okay, so I know here in amongst these, there's one team which will have two openers and one team which will have one opener. Now, is this one necessarily one opener? Can I not put Gill over here and Kohli and Jaiswal over here? It is possible that also. So for now, I do not know. We'll have to scan them through first. Later, we'll go into detail. There is exactly one opener for the Asian Games. Asian Games cannot have one opener. Asian Games necessarily have to have two openers, because if there was one opener, then there would be two finishers. But if there are two finishers, the only two finishers left are Pant and Hardik. But Hardik cannot go for Asian Games, so it cannot be a finisher. It has to be an opener. So having exactly one opener for this is necessarily false. It cannot be possible that you can have one opener, and that is what we want to find, which of it is necessarily false. So this is the answer. The other way is, if you can make these true, then they will need not be false. They don't have to be false. So let's make them true. So let's put Rohit into Asian Games. Can I put Rohit into Asian Games? Rohit is an opener, yes. So Rohit can go into Asian Games. Can I make Hardik go to T20 World Cup? Hardik could go anywhere. So Hardik goes here. So this is the team with two finishers. So this has to be two openers. And if there are two openers, it's necessary for me to put Kohli and Jaiswal here. Okay, so Gill has to go here. And can Gill go with Hardik? Yes, Gill and Pant are not together. So one is left, that is Ruturaj. So this, let's quickly look at this. There must be at least one finisher. Kohli, Jaiswal. Rohit cannot be in Hardik group. Rohit here, Hardik there. Gill and Pant cannot be together. Neither does Gill nor does Hardik go to this. So this satisfies all of these, and these I've got them possible. So I've made them. This is possible true. This is also possibly true. This is also possibly true. And if they are possibly true, then they cannot necessarily, they don't have to be false. So that is where I have ruled them out. Anyways, by elimination, if you would have come down to this, it would have been a direct answer. The question says Rohit is the only opener. So now you cannot miss out words like this in T20 World Cup. So is the only opener. So let's take this first one as T20 World Cup. Since there's only one opener, there has to be two finishers. So the other two are similar ones with one finisher each and two openers. Okay, so since they both are same, I can take any one as Asia Cup and one as Asian Games. If Rohit is the only opener, so Rohit is the only opener. And if Rohit is there, we cannot have Hardik. Okay, so Hardik will be here and here. Which of the following must be true? You are forced to put in. So first let's try a reasoning. So one of the places we are going to have, pay attention, it's not difficult. One of the places you have Kohli and Jaiswal. And remember, we also have a problem with Gill and Asian Games. So Gill cannot go to Asian Games. So Gill has to come here. He is the only. So Gill has to necessarily come here. And if Gill has to come here, Pant cannot be in the same group. Okay, so Pant cannot be here. Okay, fair enough. So let's put that down. So if Pant cannot be in this group, Pant can either go in the first group or in the last group as the finisher. Okay. And there's a problem with Hardik also. Rohit cannot be in the same group as Hardik. So Hardik as a finisher also can go either in the second group or in the last group. Okay. So in the last group, if Hardik comes here, then Pant has to go there. If Pant comes here, then Hardik has to go here. Okay. So all those are with an if and so on. Is that all that we have? We have neither Gill, Hardik. Oh, Hardik cannot go to Asian Games. No? So this Hardik cannot go to Asian Games. So Hardik has to only go here. He can't be with him. So Hardik has to go here. Right? So this is a must. So I just glance. Is there something with a Hardik? No, there's nothing. Is there something with a Gill? There's no. And if Hardik, now Pant can go there. Shivam and Dhoni, there are no conditions on them. So leave them out. Okay, if Gill goes here, Kohli has to come here, Jaiswal has to come here. And so Ruturaj has to be here. So quite a lot of things are done. Now I'm pretty sure you will be able to manage. Kohli is going for the Asia Cup. It is necessarily false. Yeah, Kohli cannot go to Asia Cup because Gill has to go. Kohli has to go with Jaiswal. Ruturaj is going for the Asia Cup. Yes, Ruturaj has to go for the Asia Cup. Dhoni is going for the Asian Games. Now Dhoni may be or may not be. We do not know, right? But we want here which is necessary. Pant is going to T20. May be or may not be again. Yeah, so it is not a necessarily. The necessarily is only B. If Kohli, who is going for T20, wants Dhoni in his team. So this seems again an easy, because with Kohli you have quite a few conditions. With Kohli you need Jaiswal as an opener, and now this question says Dhoni has to be with Kohli. So Dhoni is the finisher. So this is the team with 2 openers and 1 finisher. Okay, and there would be 2 more teams left. I'll just mark 1 finisher, 1 opener. In one of them there will be 2 finishers, in one of them there will be 2 openers. I do not know which one. Then which of the following options is the odd one out? Now this odd one out is a little tricky, and this is T20 World Cup. So since I've kept both of them similar, I can take any one as Asia Cup and Asian Games, and I know in Asian Games there are conditions. Gill cannot come here. So this is some repetition of like previous question with Kohli, Jaiswal being there. Now Dhoni is also played. So Gill has to come here. Right? Gill cannot be in Asian Cups. Hardik also cannot go to Asian Games. I said Asia Cup, sorry, Asian Games. Hardik cannot go to Asian Games. So Hardik also has to be a finisher, has to come here. There's no place there. We still don't know it now. So if Hardik has gone there, Hardik cannot, Rohit and Hardik cannot be in the same group. So Rohit has to come over here. So Rohit has to come here. Okay, now we are left with 1 Ruturaj. Okay, and here we are left with Shivam and Pant. Oh, we had something with Pant. Gill and Pant cannot be in the same team. So Gill is over there. So Pant has to be here. Very, very logical flow. So Pant also goes. So Shivam and Ruturaj. Shivam and Ruturaj are left. No conditions. They can go anywhere, wherever they go. And depending upon that, wherever Shivam goes is a finisher, finisher, finisher. And this is a opener, right? Okay. So let's go to question. Which of the following is odd? Kohli and Rohit. Now, why is Kohli and Rohit an odd? We do not know. Jaiswal and Pant. Okay, Kohli and Rohit both are openers. He is in a team with 2 openers. Rohit could be a team with 2 openers. We do not know. So, doesn't seem, I can't get anything that makes them odd. Jaiswal, Pant. Jaiswal, Pant. Same issue, okay, Jaiswal, Pant. Jaiswal is in a team with 1 finisher. Pant also could be in a team with 1 finisher. 1 is a opener, 1 is a finisher. But I don't think so opener finisher is the issue here. Rohit and Gill. Rohit and Gill. Gill and Hardik. So if you look over here, all these others are in different teams. Kohli and Rohit are in different teams. Necessarily in different teams. Jaiswal and Pant are also necessarily in different teams. Rohit and Gill are also necessarily in different teams. But Gill and Hardik are in the same team. And so there could be differences. That could be about whether they are opener or finisher. But had they been opener or finisher, both of these are openers. One is an opener, one is a finisher. Both of these are an opener. Gill and Hardik. Gill and Hardik. One is an opener, one is a finisher, right? So you couldn't choose a odd one out based on opener finisher. Anyway, if that was the case, then it would have nothing to do with the team formation. It would just be who is who. So I don't think so this one should have even tried. The other way to make them odd or similar is, are they in a team with single finisher or single opener? But we can't figure out which of these 2 teams is the one with single finisher and which is the one with 2 finishers, right? But then this is definitely doable. So this is the odd pair out.